65 on the beach. Saturday the 15th of February at BC Tripla. The BJJ black belt from Finland, Henri Lintula, with a 100% stoppage rate, has never gone the distance, and all his victories have come on the ground in the first round. The proud Italian, Evasio is a versatile and crafty all-round fighter with a judo background and knockout power in his hands and high kicks. D'Onofrio does not tire, but instead gets more dangerous as the fight progresses. Will this be a walk in the park for Lintula on the ground? Or will D'Onofrio's definite advantage in experience and versatility be enough to score the upset tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Henri Lintula versus Evasio D'Onofrio.
To the blue corner, Evasio D'Onofrio.
Well, where is my mind? Right here in front of a cage. Definitely looking forward to the third walk to cage MMA for Evasio D'Onofrio. As mentioned in the preview package, he does come from a judo background, but has been focusing a lot on his striking the past couple of years. He's got a 50% finishing rate with five knockouts or TKOs, as well as one submission. And a very interesting caveat here as well is that he has never been submitted, and he's now facing a submission specialist. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see. We've got the experience and the submission defense for Evasio D'Onofrio. Will it hold up against one of the best pro grapplers in Finnish MMA?
Yeah, and you know, it's often said that he's a bit of a slow starter, but he really does tend to do well from buzzer to bell, in my experience, from when I've seen him fight. And this is a very interesting matchup. As you said, he's got tremendous submission defense, and he really is a very dangerous striker. So I'm curious to see what happens here tonight.
Evasio D'Onofrio.
It looks like he does have Italian heavyweight Mauro Cirilli in his corner. They are very close, train together very often.
Love this walkout song too.
To the right corner, Henri Lintula.
Pussies. Wasting my pistol. Pop nines. Niggas.
Henri Lintula making his walk here to the cage tonight in his hometown of Järvenpää. Training at a Sisu gym. As we know, earlier Lamar Khan also trains out of that gym. He fought earlier tonight, and he won by first round submission. Henri Lintula styles himself as something of a submission artist, and I would agree. He is an absolute first round finish machine. Whether it's through submissions or through punches, doesn't matter. He's able to take you out of there early, and he is very dangerous early, whereas, of course, D'Onofrio tends to start a little bit slow. This is a dangerous matchup here tonight, and, you know, Henri Lintula has finished every single opponent in the first round. He's got 7 wins via submission. He's very big for this division. I think this is his fight to lose. But D'Onofrio is the type of man to spoil that fight if you can.
Oh yeah, definitely. And just think about the fact that Lintula, he's never even been to the third round in either wins or losses. So, and facing a guy who, you know, went the distance in his past 2 fights here in cage, and honestly, I thought started looking better and better towards you know, around that third round. So he's fought some really tough guys. Beating Nico Amala and Nico Schoenbeck, and that murderous row continues here with Henri Lintula.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape here. As we can see, a 10-centimeter reach advantage for Henri Lintula, the tallest fighter on the card. He also has an equal 10-centimeter
reach advantage. D'Onofrio 10 years older and does have the XP advantage as well. Let's see how that translates right here, right now at cage 64.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, fighter with a professional record of 12 wins and 11 losses, weighing 79.8 kilos, fighting out of Italy, Evasio D'Onofrio. And in the red corner, Kerava-based Finnish fighter with a professional record of 9 wins and only 2 losses, weighing 80 kilos, Henri Lintula!
All right, here we have it. Definitely one of the fights to watch in this already stacked card for sure. The Italian veteran Evasio D'Onofrio in the blue corner against the Finnish grappler Henri Lintula in the red.
Yeah, this is an exciting matchup. I think Lintula's going to look to get this fight to the ground early, of course, and obviously D'Onofrio, that is kind of his area of expertise, is avoiding submissions there. So it'll be interesting to see what he's able to make happen. Lintula, that is, on the ground.
Yeah.
And if he's even able to get it there.
I wonder if we're perhaps going to see a kicking-heavy attack from Lintula, because, I mean, he has trained with former UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya, who has some of the best kicks in the game. And if you do want to take this fight to the ground, why not throw a bunch of kicks? What's the worst thing that can happen? He's going to catch the kick, you use that to initiate the clinch, and then take it to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, if he catches the kick and he takes him to the ground, he's got him right where he wants him. So Lintula, of course, can throw caution to the wind with those kicks if he feels like he can.
Yeah, I'd say this is one of the fastest starts we've seen from D'Onofrio so far in cage. He's really putting the pressure on. He's landing some good shots.
Yeah. And taking the center early. Lintula looking a little bit hesitant by comparison.
The Italian attacking that lead leg of Lintula early on. It's a good investment for the later rounds.
Yep. Stinging him with that jab a little bit is D'Onofrio.
Yeah, that right hand will go through at the end there as well. Oh.
D'Onofrio swinging a bit wild there.
Yeah, he got clipped with a lead left hook from Lintula going in there. But I think those leg kicks are starting to bother with him.
Yeah, and he throws one of his own, but I'd like to see a lot more offense from Lintula here. He has a tendency to look a bit hesitant to engage.
In his first ever pro loss, which was against Danish top-notch fighter Louis Glisman, Glisman threw a lot of leg kicks early on to kind of try and set the pace. But look at this, a takedown attack to Lintula, and he gets the fight to the canvas just where he wants it with over 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was a bit of a naked shot, though. So, I mean, you know, D'Onofrio, of course, a high-level competitor in his own right, in terms of he's got a wealth of experience, but that's something that you got to be very cautious of as you continue to move up in terms of the level of competition you face. You can't just throw naked shots.
Yeah, I wonder if perhaps D'Onofrio just sort of mistakenly settled into the rhythm of the striking a little too much. Did seem somewhat unprepared for this takedown that ensued.
His back was to the cage, so I mean, not a whole lot of room, nowhere for him to really go. But now, of course, Lintula on top uncorks a shot and looks to proceed into full mount. D'Onofrio doing good to prevent that.
Yeah, he's kind of in that 3/4 mount.
Yeah. And now he is...
D'Onofrio's got to be careful.
Giving up the back there.
Lintula's submission of choice is the rear naked choke. He's got 4 wins by RNC.
Yeah, now Lintula's on top and he's about to uncork some hard shots. I think one elbow just went through there. Let's see what he's able to do here with the ground and pound. Of course, he's fully postured up. And D'Onofrio's defense here looks to be mostly just trying to escape back to his feet, and in so doing, he's gonna end up giving up his back.
Oh, that's a bad move there for D'Onofrio. Yeah, switches back. I mean, but look at the arm triangle attempt here. Lintula, he does have a win by arm triangle as well.
Of course, the positioning with the cage might make this tricky, but I'm not seeing that. I think D'Onofrio's done here.
Yeah, that looks tight.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out. Wow! Henri Lintula does it again. He submits the unsubmittable Italian veteran in the very first round.
Yeah, Henri Lintula made quick work of him there, and obviously he had that 100% submission defense statistic, but that didn't do him much good here against a truly exceptional grappler in Henri Lintula.
And soaking in the moment here in his hometown is Henri Lintula. He's earned it for sure, becoming the first man to ever submit Evasio D'Onofrio.
And battered him a bit en route. As you can see, there's a bit of swelling on the face of Evasio D'Onofrio.
Yep.
Really didn't take him long there. Another first round finish. Tremendous work.
Quite a few of those here tonight.
Yeah, we have. Making our job pretty easy.
Yeah, right? Hey, we don't get paid by the hour, right? So, much like these fighters, so.
They're in, out, and everybody tonight has been hungry for an exciting finish, and that's made this a truly tremendous event. Here we see Evasio D'Onofrio pumping that jab as he tried to continue to do. He got clobbered there, and his eye zone focused a little bit. And here he gets backed up. You know, a little pitter-patter kind of like punches to disguise that, but not a great disguise for what was coming, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Lintula manages to take him down. He gets into full mount, drops a couple of elbows, and he followed him around. Really, he was on top of him, and he just kind of stuck there. No matter where D'Onofrio moved, he was able to maintain that top position and eventually get that arm triangle cinched in. And, yeah, put him out just right to sleep.
See.
Didn't even have to belly down. His hand goes limp there. Breathing is rough there. That's seeing the motion of his abdomen was a bit rough. Now let's go to the official decision. Obviously a tremendous performance from Lintula, snapping that unsubmitted record of D'Onofrio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Hokkanen has gone to stop this fight after 3 minutes and 42 seconds of the first round. Winner by side choke, Henri Lintula!
There you have it. Lintula improves himself to 9-2 here tonight by way of another first round submission victory. Truly tremendous performance against it previously unsubmitted competitor. Let's hear what he has to say to Velko.
Henri, onneksi olkoon. Tavaramerkki ensimmäisen erän lopetus.
Joo, kiitos. Tää ei käynyt kahdesti aikaisemmin Suomessa ja yhteensä mennyt 30 minuuttia täällä häkissä, niin mä laskeskelin, että se on 3 minuuttia. Mä ihan tarkkaan mikä se aika edes oli.
3 minuuttia 42 sekuntia.
Vähän meni yli, mutta...
Sun täytyy laskuttaa ylitöistä nyt vähän, valmennustiimi.
Ja One kans. Kova äijä. Jos mä näytän vähäkään 43-vuotiaan tolta, niin mä oon aika tyytyväinen itteni, et ei tarvitko nostaa jälleen hattua, et joka kerta tulee tänne ja antaa kaikkensa, niin mitä enempää voi pyytää.
Sä oot aika lähellä kotimaisemia tässä. Minkälaista täällä on otella?
No, sitten on melkein 15 vuotta, kun mä otin tossa parikin kilsaa päässä mun ensimmäisen matsi. Ja silloin oli vähän pienemmät puitteet, mutta kiva silti nähdä paljon samoja naamoja, jotka oli silloin ekaskin matsiin. Mut kyllähän nää kelpaa. Ei tässä paljon enää illat Suomessa parane.
Onneksi olkoon. Henri Lintula.
Kiitos. Samoin ihan vielä pari sanaa. Ja hei! Mun mielestä ainakin näyttää siltä, että Jäkeen kannattaa tulla ensi kerrankin. Onks tää ainakin Suomen kaikki aikojen yksi isoimpia iltoja. Ja tärkeä juttu, nähdään illalla Omen kanssa.
Henri Lintula.
So my finish failed me a bit there, but you know, the Järvenpää crowd, of course, was calling out in his favor here tonight and cheering him on. Another excellent performance from Henri Lintula, and now we've got another exciting one coming up.
Cage on the beat, here we go!
Cage 65 on the beach. Saturday the 15th of February at Viitsi Tripla.